Okay, everyone, welcome to a new trade of the week, which we do every Monday. Give out one trade that goes to the Stats Edge Pro members here on YouTube for all the people there. And then another one if you sign up for my email list, which you can do so over at statsedgetrading.com. You can click on the free newsletter right here, or you can click down below here and you can just put in your email and you will get access to all of my emails. So I email people just my thoughts of the market. Every time I do a video, there's usually some bonus content or a write up or some charts with it below. And then, sometimes if I don't do a video and I just feel like writing an email, I'll send that as well. A lot of, again, my thoughts of the market and all that. And then if you're interested there, you can get access to all of the symbols that come through the Stats Edge Pro trading just by clicking kind of either anywhere here and getting access to the Substack that pops up there. But what are we talking about today? So we've got one that's very interesting, that these things have been really high flyers, but have been pulling back a little bit recently. So we're talking FMCC. I'm going to make sure it's not that boat exchange, but this one right here. So Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac is actually a funny story. If you go back out all the way till this is 2008, you can see the absolute collapse that this thing did from $60 to 18 cents was bankrupt or near bankrupt, and then the government came and kind of took it and has been the custodian and dealing with the whole thing ever since. They do mortgage loans. However, recently there's been some talk with some billionaire investors getting interested. I know Trump has talked about maybe flipping these things back out to the public again, that kind of thing, which would be a pretty good trade for the government, buying down here in the 10 to 50 cent area and then getting back out at 750. It's a good trade. So what we're looking at, though, however, is part of our swing trading equity curve right here. That's got three strategies: a pullback, a mean reversion, and a momentum strategy. And we are looking at the mean reversion strategy. And that essentially just means that we're looking for things that have gone down for a period of time and potentially bounce. Now, we don't mean revert junk. We don't mean revert junky stocks that are, hitting new lows and don't make any money and they're awful. We have some trend filters in to make sure that at least the long-term trend is higher. And then we are trying to buy more, less pullbacks, but mean reversion on the way down. So this thing has actually fallen from its high here of $9 down 30 some odd percent. So we got triggered in this one here, right at this purple line right off the open. And we're looking to hold this for roughly a week with a stop loss kind of under this candle's low right here. So for me personally, I'm just looking at this area around $5. If it falls down to $5, not really that interesting to me. Generally speaking, on these, we're going to sell next week and then look to take these trades, because that's just the cycle that I have all these strategies on, where you're taking trades throughout the week, you're holding them for about a week, you're selling them Monday next week, and then you're doing the whole process over and over again, getting that 1 week kind of swing. However, these things are so strong that sometimes, like an article I wrote on the weekend, I want to hold on. If they pull back and they're holding strong, say we're up in the $7 at the end of the week, that would be an amazing percentage gain already, but it just might make me want to sell 2/3 or a half or 3/4 or something and hold a little bit just in case this thing wants to continue its march higher. But I really like this particular one because it's pulled into an area that it chopped around here for almost the entire year. So it's not like this is a no man's land or anything. There's a lot of support. There's a lot of volume that has taken place in this area. So I like the look of that. And as always, again, if you're interested in trading systematically like this, where I'm not just guessing that this is a nice looking chart, I have data going back 30 years telling me that if I do this particular trade over time, not every time, but over time, I will end up being profitable. If you're interested in that style of trading, again, go over to statsedgetrading.com. You can see right above my head there, and I will talk to you guys soon.